Tom Lehrer, a musical satirist's career moments. Tom Lehrer, the musical satirist who captivated audiences in the 1950s and 60s with his biting wit and incisive social commentary, passed away on July 26 at the age of 97. Lehrer's unique blend of humor and sharp observation made him a beloved figure, and his influence can still be felt today. Lehrer's career was marked by a number of memorable moments, including a rare interview at his home near Santa Cruz, California in early 2000. The New York Times and the Associated Press both confirmed his death, citing his friend David Herder as the source of the information. In 1966, Lehrer appeared on The Frost Report, hosted by David Frost, alongside fellow American regular Julie Felix. The show, which also featured Ronnie Barker, Ronnie Corbett, and John Cleese, was a hit with audiences and helped to cement Lehrer's status as a cultural icon. Lehrer's live performances were equally memorable, as evidenced by his show at the Hungry Eye in San Francisco in June 1965. His ability to connect with his audience and deliver his satirical songs with precision and flair made him a must-see act. But it wasn't just Lehrer's music that made him stand out. He was also known for his playful sense of humor, as demonstrated by a photograph of him cutting a cake in the shape of a woman's hand while backstage at the Palace Theatre in London in May 1959. The cake was a reference to Lehrer's macabre song, I Hold Your Hand in Mine, which showcased his ability to find humor in even the darkest of subjects. Lehrer's legacy will live on through his music and the many lives he touched with his unique brand of satire. His passing is a loss for the entertainment world, but his contributions to the art of musical comedy will not be forgotten. Rip Tom Lehrer, remembering the satirical genius of the Cold War era, 1928 to 2024. Tom Lehrer, a legendary figure whose sharp wit and musical talent captured the anxieties of the Cold War era with unmatched satire, has passed away at the age of 97. His enchanting yet biting songs made him one of America's most beloved social commentators before he chose a quieter life in academia. But here's where it gets controversial. Why did a man so gifted in capturing the world's tumult in song voluntarily walk away from fame? Lehrer died on Saturday at his home in Cambridge, Massachusetts, confirmed by his close friend David Herder and reported by major outlets such as the New York Times. Throughout the 1950s and 60s, Lehrer thrilled audiences with his clever, sardonic tunes, energized by his exceptional piano skills, heavily influenced by fast-paced Broadway show numbers. Yet the man was much more than a musical satirist. A prodigy in every sense, Lehrer graduated from Harvard University at just 19 years old and later became a respected mathematician and educator, teaching at prestigious institutions like MIT. His intellect and foresight were far ahead of his time, a genius who addressed urgent issues like environmental pollution and the dangers of nuclear proliferation through humor that was as insightful as it was entertaining. His songs didn't just entertain. They challenged societal norms and brought uncomfortable truths into the spotlight. Take Poisoning Pigeons in the Park, a darkly comedic number where a couple gleefully describes using strychnine to exterminate pigeons, a witty nod to Boston's real-life pest control tactics involving poison-treated corn. Another track, Folk Song Army, slyly criticized the fervent political protesters of the 1960s. Lehrer's activism wasn't merely humorous jabs, it was persistent. He penned songs like Who's Next, spotlighting the terrifying growth of nuclear arsenals, and Pollution, which sarcastically advised, you can use the latest toothpaste, then rinse your mouth with industrial waste, a brutal jab at environmental neglect. His creative well seemed endless, feeding a steady stream of sly, sometimes cynical tunes from 1953 until 1965, after which his public performances mostly ceased. However, he did briefly re-emerge in 1972 to perform on the children's educational TV program The Electric Company, lending his unique flair to a new generation. Here's the mystery that still sparks debate. Did Lehrer stop writing because his bleak predictions started coming true? Or was his retirement an act of protest, especially after Henry Kissinger received the Nobel Peace Prize in 1973? Lehrer himself addressed these rumors during a 2000 interview with the satirical news outlet The Onion, dismissing the protest theory and explaining that he had long since decided to slow down. "I figure I wrote 37 songs in 20 years, and that's not exactly a full-time job," he said. He revealed the simple truth. Sometimes he wrote, sometimes he didn't, with the latter eventually prevailing, a testament to his candid and unpretentious approach to his work. Interestingly, Lehrer described his journey as trying to leap from adolescence to senility, bypassing maturity, a whimsical reflection on his career and life philosophy. Most of Lehrer's works were his own, but one piece stands out as a stroke of genius. In 1959, he memorably performed the entire periodic table of elements, 102 known then. Set to the catchy tune of "I Am the Very Model of a Modern Major General" from Gilbert and Sullivan's operetta Pirates of Penzance. This clever fusion of science and music won fans not only among academics but also in pop culture, including none other than Daniel Radcliffe, star of the Harry Potter films. Radcliffe once called Lehrer the cleverest and funniest man of the 20th century and showcased his own rendition of The Elements on British television in 2010. This nerdy tribute played a part in Radcliffe being cast as Weird Al Yankovic in Yankovic's satirical biopic. Yankovic himself praised Radcliffe's performance as off-the-charts nerdy, a perfect fit for embodying his quirky persona on screen. Following Lehrer's passing, Yankovic posted a heartfelt tribute on Instagram, calling Lehrer "my last living musical hero" and expressing sorrow over losing such a monumental figure. Lehrer was born on April 9, 1928, into a secular Jewish family in Manhattan's Upper East Side. His prodigious talents were evident early on. After attending elite preparatory schools like Horace Mann and Loomis Chaffee, he entered Harvard at the remarkable age of 15, graduating magna cum laude in mathematics 3 years later. His academic career continued with teaching posts at MIT, Harvard, Wellesley College, and the University of California, Santa Cruz. So here's the question that remains. Did Tom Lehrer's decision to step away from the limelight deprive the world of even greater cultural critique? Or was his withdrawal a form of quiet protest in a world that wasn't ready or willing to listen? What do you think? Did he bow out of disillusionment or simply follow his own pace, unbothered by fame and external expectations? Share your thoughts below, because the story of Tom Lehrer is far from over in our collective memory.